Hello, hello. It is Helen here with you live to talk about engagement on Facebook. Isn't that what it's all about when you're trying to grow your business online? Is how do you increase your engagement on Facebook? So today I'm going to share with you 3 simple strategies to increase your engagement on Facebook. But I do warn you that what is simple to do is actually very simple not to do. So although these are very simple sort of strategies to implement, a lot of people are not doing them, but they are very simple. So we certainly want to embrace these 3 things that I'm going to share with you today, because when you want to build a business on social media effectively, obviously you've got to be doing the right strategies to make that possible for you. So welcome. That's what we're talking about today. If you are coming in live, please say hello. Drop me a palm tree down below. If you are a member of my free social media strategies for home business owners Facebook group, also drop the fishy down below as well. Hello Robin, how are you today? Hello Sean, lovely to see you on live. Thank you for saying hello to, oops, almost knocked him over. Thank you for saying hello to Henry. Now there's a couple of things going on today, guys. In half an hour, so half an hour from now, in my free Facebook group, if you're not a member of that, just request to join Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. I'm putting a video in there showing you how to use Facebook's new feature called Premiere. Hi Anna, lovely to see you on live. So if you have been wondering, you may have heard about it, but if you've been wondering how to actually do it through your social media, then I've got an instructional video. I'm actually showing you on screen how to actually put the Premiere video together. Now, just quickly, if you're not aware what that is, it gives you the ability to showcase a video live, but you're not actually live. Hi, Julie. Lovely to see you on live. Hope you're well. So hello Rob, how are you? Thank you for the coconut, the palm tree and the fishy. Yeah, lovely. You've got the fishy Robin, that's awesome. So the palm tree is to represent our online community here, of which it is Helen Martin here. I am your online crew captain. And the fishy is the little sort of mascot for our free Facebook group. So you can drop the palm tree and the fish. And if you're Rob, drop a coconut as well, just to signify, you know, what we're here for is to leverage social media. Hello, Erin. Lovely to see you on live. Learn how to leverage social media that you can build your business, you know, from anywhere. The whole sort of theming here, if you've not been on live with me before, is just a bit of fun. It's just to create, you know, something that we're all going to create when we build our business online successfully, and we learn all our you know, modern online strategies. Thank you, Erin. That we're all on this little cruise ship together, drinking cocktails and having fun. Because when you can truly leverage social media to get you leads and sales and engagement and interaction and all those kind of things, then you don't need to chase anybody about your business. You don't need any spam, and you can build it from anywhere through, you know, your mobile phone, basically. So that's what we're here to talk about. So in half an hour or just less than, make sure you are in my free Facebook group to get access to that training of how to do a Premiere video. So that enables you to premiere a video that appears live to everybody else, but you're not actually live. So if you're in a position where you want to go live, but you're sick, you can't, you're elsewhere, something comes up, you can actually premiere a video and it will seem like you are live. So that is only available to those of you that are in my free Facebook group. So go and join that group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. I'm not sure if I've got it in the description or above or not. I'll edit it if I haven't, so you can get access in there. So that's going up in half an hour. And then in an hour, for those of you in my branding course, we're wrapping up the current course this week, and it's the final live Q&A for all the people in my branding course in an hour. So anybody that goes into my branding course, you get lifetime access to the course. You get lifetime access to all the live calls I do. So anybody that's been in this round or previous rounds of my branding course, you are welcome to join live in an hour's time in that group. And all the details are in the Facebook group to do with that course. I am starting the next round of my branding course on November 5th. November 5th. So if you want to look at the details for the branding course, just prop the word branding down below. I will send you the link for that. And just warning, so what that does is it helps you set up a business page where you brand yourself. I teach you about content creation, your target market, your customer avatar, getting all your branding right, because you can do a whole lot of activity on social media and get it completely wrong unless you've got your branding right. So we go through all of that. I show you how to do that. I teach you how to do that. I teach you about content creation. Then I teach you how to get fans and followers on the page. All instructional videos. You get lifetime access to the course. I do 3 live calls to keep you on track. Make sure your branding's all right. Making sure that you've got good content on there, making sure you're getting fans and followers over there. And this next round is the last time I'm doing the course for $97. After that, I'm putting it up by $100. So I can't do it it's worth $500. I can't do it anymore for that cheap price. So if you want to get your branding sorted out online, get into the next round of the course before I put the price up. So I said I was only going to keep it at that price for 1 round. The next round will be round 5. So everybody's got pretty lucky, but you get lifetime access to everything once you get in the course. So all the training that I do there in the future, you get access to that as well. Awesome, awesome value. Rob, Bonfire Night, November 5th. Why, Rob? What am I missing? November 5th. To celebrate the next course, maybe? Tell me what you mean by that. I'm in for a good bonfire though, Rob, absolutely. My husband loves lighting bonfires. He's very good at it. So let's move on to the content. That's what's sort of going on, guys. So let's move into the content for today, which is 3 simple sort of strategies to increase your engagement. And as I said at the beginning, they are simple, and what is simple to do is actually simple not to do. So although they might seem quite simplistic, they make a massive difference to your success on social media. So the number 1 strategy, and anybody catching the replay as you come in, put the word replay down. Hey Teresa, how are you? Is that a one-time fee? It is. It certainly is. So I'm nuts, guys. I work with you for a month. I give you step-by-step training videos. There's 5 videos in there. You get lifetime access to the videos. You get lifetime access to the Facebook group. You get 3 live calls with me to check. So before you go and put a whole lot of content on the page, we've got to check that your branding's right. So I give you full page reviews of that in the course. Like what I give you for that course is just crazy for the price. So that's the last time I'm going to offer it at that price because of, it's cost me thousands of dollars to learn what I've learned. And I'm giving you the opportunity to brand yourselves right online for $97. So it's just crazy. So yes, Teresa, to answer your question, it is a one-time fee and you even get lifetime access for that fee. Rob, that's what it's called in the UK, Bonfire Night, your next date for your next course. Is it really? Okay, so according to Rob, it's Bonfire Night for the start of November 5th for the start of the course. I love that. Cool. So let's get on to strategy 1 to increase our engagement is definitely, I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I stay on track, is the content. Everything revolves around your content because social media is now very busy. It's not just a matter of showing up, guys, anymore. There are lots of people showing up on social media. There's lots of people putting content on social media. There's lots of people starting business pages. There's lots of people doing lots of things on social media, but it's not just a matter of showing up. It used to be. Even Facebook Lives, we're just really at the beginning of doing video on social media. So, but it's not about just showing up and doing a Facebook Live. What content are you giving people? So I just want to give you a couple of tips around that. So regarding valuable content on social media to increase your engagement, is it valuable to people? Is it solving a problem for people? Is it actually real? Or is it just a whole lot of fluff? How many people are on social media just talking about stuff that doesn't really matter, doesn't move your business forward, doesn't help you anywhere, along the line? It's just talking for the sake of talking. So social media is not like that anymore, guys. If you want to have success on social media, valuable content is number one. So just go back to thinking, is my content valuable? Am I solving a problem? And is it actually real and useful to people? Or am I just talking for the sake of talking? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put some emojis down below. Send me the palm tree and the fishy down below to let me know that you're following along with me there. So it's not, if you want to increase your engagement on social media, it's not just posting for the sake of posting. It's not just putting up quotes or pictures or just things because you need to be active on social media. It's actually, is it valuable to people? Is it helpful to people? I put up positive quotes every single day on my page, but you'll notice I don't just slap it up. I actually write something at the top of it to, hopefully provoke, what people are. Hey, David, how are you? Lovely to see you on live. It's not just there. It's, hopefully a little bit thought-provoking. On my Facebook Lives, my content, I hope you guys don't think I'm here to just talk for the sake of talking. I'm always trying to give you information that if you just take one little thing away from a Facebook Live of mine and implement it and it makes a difference, then I've done a good job. So I'm always thinking about how can I help people? Is this valuable? Is this helpful? And is it real? I could turn up every day. I am great. Thank you, David. Thanks for asking. I could turn up every day and just tell you what's going on in my life and what I made for lunch and what I'm doing tomorrow and what's going on. And is that useful to you? No. Is it, a reason for you to stick around? You might find it interesting once or twice, but you're not going to stick around and listen to me week after week, 5 days a week, every week, if I just keep talking about crap. It's just, so valuable content is definitely number one. You can't just turn up for the sake of turning up anymore on social media. Just ask yourself, would I find this valuable for me in my business? Is it valuable to others? Is it useful? Is what you're talking about useful? Or are you just on the other end of, your Facebook Live or post, just putting stuff up for the sake of putting stuff up? So obviously valuable information is going to get you much more engagement. So think about it. Yes, Sean, you have to serve a purpose. What are you helping people with? What are you talking about? What are you posting about? Don't just post for the sake of posting. Actually have an intention and a strategy behind it. And this blends beautifully, like the information that we talk about my branding course. You can set up a business page, but if your branding's not right, if your messaging is not right, if you don't know, who your target market is, who you're serving, what problems you're solving for them, you can spend a lot of time and energy on social media, but it doesn't mean anything to anybody and you're wasting all this time and energy for no result. So you really have to think about this kind of stuff. Hey Tina, how are you? I'm awesome. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. So that's number one. Number two, checking my notes, guys. I'm trying to keep myself on track today. See, I'm keeping myself on track. So I'm going back one. To really sort of execute number one that I spoke about quite well is have a content sort of schedule. Like just get a little diary or, something. And when something comes into your mind or you see something that you find inspirational, jot it down in your book. I use the notes section of my phone. If an email comes up for me or a Facebook Live pops up in my feed and I think, oh, that's an interesting heading. What's that? I watch it. It's like, that's really cool. I could share that with my audience. I'm always putting those headings in my notes schedule in my phone. So when I'm thinking, what should I go live about next week? I've got all these ideas of valuable content and I can map that out. So I know before the week commences, you guys know I'm going live, 5 days a week. I don't think like the night before, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? I've already sort of mapped out from all my content ideas and information that I'm getting and learning what I'm going to share with you for the following week. So have a little content schedule about what information you're going to have, or inspirational quotes, Rob. Yeah, you always try to post something inspirational. That's uplifting to people. That will get engagement. That will get people interested in, coming back for more information from you because it's something that uplifts them. Okay, so yes, Rob, it is all about, being prepared. And when you see an inspirational quote and it sort of jolts you, it means something to you and it's got some meaning behind it, save it to your phone and repurpose it for your content. Always keep a mental note. Something that you find interesting is probably interesting to, your audience or your friends and family or, fans and followers if you're on a business page. So save those things and then put that in, the notes. So your heading of that notes might be content creation. And you're just always feeding ideas into that section of your phone. So I'm never lost. A lot of people won't go do Facebook Lives or don't post because they always say to me, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what content to put up. But if you're on social media looking at other people's stuff, you're getting inspiration from other people, then as soon as it pops in your head, what I find, it happens to me sometimes is, oh, that's really cool. I'll go back to that and I'll watch the video or I'll read the blog or I'll do whatever with it and then see if it's something that I can repurpose for you guys. Do you think I can ever find them when I don't write it down? So now if I see something that's like, oh, that's really interesting, I wonder what that's all about, I'll put it in my notes section, I'll write who it was from and the date. So if a couple of days go by and I haven't gone back to it, that I know where to research it, I know where to go back to it. And that can create really good content for you, stuff that resonates with you. So just jot it down there and then, and who wrote it, who was the author, who was the Facebook Live, who wrote the blog post, stuff like that, and the date. So you can very quickly go back to that piece of content that you might want to repurpose for yourself. I hope that's useful to you. Love to hear and listen to things that are inspirational, Tina. Yeah, absolutely. We all do. Life is busy. Life is hard. Generally people have a lot more bills than they have income. There are stresses in everybody's life. So, that little inspirational quote that somebody sees from your page might just bring, a smile to somebody's face when they're having a bad day. And yes, Rob, that's a very good point. It saves a lot of time. I've found since I've just used the strategy that I spoke to you about before with the notes section of my phone and when things pop in and whatever, then it saves me the time and energy, like in a week's time when I'm like, oh, what am I going to talk about next week? Then I'm deliberately going searching. That wastes so much more of my time than already having headings in my notes. So like, okay, what am I going to talk about? Okay, I'm going to pick that heading and that heading and that heading. See the difference in time? One, I'm spending time now researching, or I've got all these ideas that are already in my phone that I can go back to. Okay, I want to plan out next week. What am I going to talk about? Okay, so for you guys, you'll know on the beginning of the week is when I talk about a personal development, personal growth type topic. So I've got one of my headings is personal growth, and I've got all these headings with all this stuff that I see, during the week, and then I can just go back to, okay, I'm going to talk about that one next week. So much of a time saver. So great comment. Thanks for that, Rob, because you've just triggered me to share that with you. Time is absolutely money. Absolutely. Hey, Tara, how are you? Time management is so important. I'm still juggling. Yeah, and I've learnt to get a lot better out of that. And that is one of the strategies that I've done using the notes section of my phone. And when I see something that triggers my interest, I put the heading, the date, and who it was from in my notes section. So then when I'm looking for content creation for my page, instead of going, oh, I'm going to have to go and find new content to share with you guys for the following week, I've got all these ideas already sitting in my phone. Huge time saver. So then I can sit down, right, what am I talking about Tuesday? What am I talking about Wednesday? What am I talking about Thursday? I'm going to the notes section, I'm picking up all my headings, and I've mapped it out, and it saves me so much more time now that I've sort of do that for myself. And I plan blocks of time, like, it might be a bit of time on a Sunday or something like that, that I'm blocking out just at least the headings of what I'm going to talk about for the following week. So those kind of things are important for more than one reason. One, not only that you're talking about valuable content, which is the number one of these three strategies, but that you're doing it in a time efficient way. Okay. Now, moving on to number two, which I started to, and then I went backwards because of my notes. I'm actually using them today, guys. So how are we going? We're getting value from this so far. Send me some likes and loves if you're sort of grasping what I said there with tip number 1. Tip number 2, I say this, I think, at least once a week on a Facebook Live, but I cannot stress how important it is for you as a social media strategy. If you want more engagement, if you want more interaction, give the love first. Facebook loves reciprocating the love. Facebook is a social media platform, so be social. Be social. Tara, I sit and pick quotes and then send it to my phone for the same idea. Yep, just stock them up. You see one, you're researching them, save, so they're all ready for you to repurpose, when you're ready. So reciprocate the love, but honestly, on social media, you have to give the love first. So many people get the misconception that when they start a presence on social media, build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. To a certain degree, you're now exposing yourself to social media and people will find you. But if you want to speed up that process, you need to give the love first before you get it back. So if you want to increase your engagement, then you need to be you should be mapping out half an hour minimum a day, guys, where you're just giving love on social media. You are scrolling through your Facebook feed, but you're not just that person that looks. You're just not there going, is that what they're up to? That's what they're up to. You're just sort of looking and searching. You're the sort of Facebook stalker that always looking, but never commenting, never liking, never loving. You're just always looking and not. And that's fine for somebody that doesn't want to grow their business on social media. But if you want to grow your business on social media and get more engagement and you get more eyeballs on you, give love. When you give love and you are social, Facebook will reward you for it because it's a social media platform. Is it not? It is a social media platform. So be social. And so number 2 is really be social and reciprocate. Give love and you'll get it back. So if you want more engagement, deliberately, strategically, at least half an hour a day, you're scrolling anyway, guys. I know you are. But don't look, actually comment. Take 2 more seconds out of your scroll and actually say, that's awesome, cool, sorry to hear that. That's a great place. What a comment. You will get noticed on social media and Facebook will reward you for it in pushing out your post to more people organically. This is what we want. You don't want to pay to play, on social media. You want, and if you've got a business page and you've got strategies and I'm a big advocate of paying to playing because I get rewarded for it, but that's a different conversation. If you want to get more engagement on your social media posts, give love before you expect it to come back. So that can also be a personal Facebook page and a business page, but give love to the people that are connecting with you on your personal Facebook page, but also acknowledge and give love to the people that are over on your business page. Don't stalk them because they're the cold audience often on a business page. So don't take it a step further. And that was on yesterday's Facebook Live about likes. If you missed that, go and watch it and read the blog post that I put in the comments section of that post as well. Don't go and stalk strangers that you don't know that have liked your page or liked a post. But if anyone comments and whatever, give the love. So it's a social media platform. If you want more engagement, you need to be social on social media. It amazes me how many people just set up a business page, expect it all to happen, but they're not doing anything really social. They're just pushing out posts for the sake of posts. So there's no thought behind the value of the content. Is this actually useful to my audience? Is this actually beneficial to my audience? And just saying, I'm not getting any interaction. I'm not getting any engagement. I'm doing all this stuff, but it's completely, sort of one way. So give love and you'll get it back. Rob, it's becoming valuable in the marketplace. Value. Tina, absolutely. So now let's move on to the third one. Checking my notes. Third one is probably the biggest one on social media now because, as I said at the beginning, you can't just show up anymore. You have to give valuable content. You want to show the love to get the love back. And the third one is authenticity. So this is where a lot of people miss. This is not new to you. Like, these are simple strategies, guys. I said this to you in the beginning. They're simple, but the simple things to do are simple not to do. So what's the fastest way that you can be authentic on social media? It's going live. You can't show authenticity of a picture of an inspirational quote. You can't let people get to know, like, and trust you through all static posts and, maybe through stories, but you're still in a business dealing with people. People connect with people. People trust people by talking to them. If they're not talking to them, they're listening to them. So people get to know, like, and trust me just by listening to me. I can't achieve the same level of trust. Excuse me. I should have had some water with me. You can't build up that same level of trust that you guys have in me, it's because you've been listening to me for a while. You sort of know the person that I am. You sort of know the value that I like to bring you and what's important to me and what I'm passionate about and what I get pissed off about. Like, you guys that have listened to a number of lives would know very much, a lot about my personality. And the only way that you would ever do that is by me going live. So authenticity being the third point, you can be authentic in a genuine written story. There are other ways that you can be authentic on social media, but there is no more powerful way of showing your authenticity, your realness, your passions, your value than by going live. So if you want to increase your engagement, your following, your success on social media, if you are not going live, you are missing a massive component of social media. Can people be successful without going live? Nothing's impossible. I would never say that that's not achievable. If you don't go live, you can't be successful. There are always ways and means around everything. So yes, it's possible, but if you want to speed up your results on social media, if you want to get strangers that you don't know, you've never met, there is, from memory, I don't think there's one person, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's one person that's live with me on this live that I've ever met in person at this point in time. If you have met me, prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure that, the ones that I know, I don't know who's watching live particularly. I only know the ones that are commenting in. So the ones that you guys are commenting in, I don't think I've met any of you in person, but hopefully you would know a bit about my personality, the value that I give you and all that kind of stuff. That I can only achieve that if I go live. So the third thing about increasing engagement, which leads to, growth in your business, is you must be going live. That's where people truly get to know your authenticity. But the other piece of this is not trying to be somebody that you're not when you go live. It's that, yes, Tina, being honest and be authentically you. And, if you're funny and quirky, be funny and quirky. Don't try to be professional. I've had people say to me, well, I need to go and buy some suit jackets and stuff, like I need the professional look. No, you don't. Have a look at a lot of the gurus, like Tony Robbins and Gary Vee and all of that. Like, it's t-shirts, and it's just, you don't have to be somebody that you're not to be, like, that's not authentically you. So you need to be authentically you. Christina, hello, how are you? Not now, but would love to meet you one day. Oh, same goes, Christina. So that's what we're striving for. Is when you guys are all rocking your businesses on social media because you've learned how to leverage it and you're doing it really well and you're all doing lives and you've got thousands of people that are following you. We're all going on this cruise ship together. Are you with me, Christina? I'm having a classic margarita because that's my favorite. Rob, I forgot what you were having. Was it a coffee? I can't remember what you were having, Rob. I know others are having lime margaritas, some are having beer. What's your weapon of choice there, Christina? But, this is what it's all about. But it's going to be really hard to achieve a huge social media presence without going live. Is it impossible? No. I said that before. But you're going to speed up your results if you're able to go live. And, Rob's having a Budweiser. Cool. We'll put that down on the bar tab. I'm going to make Rita's, you're going to have a margarita with me, Christina? Tara, I will cruise anywhere with a mango daiquiri. Okay, Tara's having a mango daiquiri. Yeah, so that's our goal here. But one of the ways that you're going to truly get you will speed up your results, if you like, online, and being that authentic. Yes, Tina, I know Tina's going for the Disney cruise to Hawaii. She's got that on her bucket list. But it's good to have things on your bucket list. Some people might think this is a little bit silly, but we've all got to strive. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you're striving for, there's nothing to drive you. It's like it doesn't matter. I don't have any goals. I'm just living day by day. You've got to have goals. You've got to have dreams. You've got to have vision, because you've got to know what you're working towards. If you don't have a plan, if you're in a car and, you're A, but you've got no B, you've got no destination. You could go anywhere and it doesn't matter. When you've got B, right, I'm here. I need to get here in my car. Right, I need a roadmap to go this street, that street, that street, that street, and then I'll get over here. So unless you've got the destination, guys, you don't know where you're going. So whatever it is for you, whether it's a cruise or the Bahamas or Maldives or Australia, everyone should come to Australia if you're not from Australia. Whatever it is in your bucket list, you've got to have dreams and goals, and then you plan towards them. If you've got dreams and goals but you've got no plan, then it's going to be very difficult for you to get from A to B. When you've got no plan to get from here, you'll never get to your destination. So just a little side note there, guys. Manifesting is very important, and you've heard this all before, guys, with it, the law of attraction and things like that. You will get more of what you focus on. If you're focusing on the positive, if you're focusing on building your business, if you're focusing on helping others, rather than leading with the wallet, you're leading with value, and you're doing that with intention, and you're doing it authentically, then people will start to follow you. Your vibe will attract your tribe. If your vibe is money driven, if your vibe is desperation, I need customers, I need people to build my business, I need to put this post out to see if somebody will buy something off me. If your vibe is all about what you want, you won't attract a tribe. It's all about the valuable content, which was, number one. What was number two? Giving love and reciprocating, getting that love back, and 3, being authentic. So those 3 things that I'm telling you about today make a massive difference on your engagement and, following on social media. Simple to do, simple not to do. How simple is it not to do a Facebook Live? Easy. You don't have to push the button. It's not scary. Going live is scary. But if you really want to be authentic, if you really want more eyeballs on you, like this is social media, we're meant to be social. People go on social media and have a one-way strategy. I'm posting every day. I'm doing 3 posts a day. I'm going live 3 times a week. They've got a strategy, but it's talking at people. It's not valuable. It's not authentic because they're being somebody that they're not. And they're not giving any love out. They're just sitting there waiting for it to come to them. So when I say these things are very simple, they're very easy to get wrong as well, which a lot of people do. Otherwise, more people would be successful on social media. Okay? So yes, Rob, it's beliefs. So thanks for the emojis, guys. So was that valuable for you today? I know this seems simple on the surface. You go, yeah, that makes sense. But there's a big difference between understanding it and actually doing something about it. Like when you're putting content on social media, are you really thinking about the number 1? Is this meaningful to somebody? Is this actually solving a problem for somebody? Is this actually something that can help somebody? Actually think about that before you put the content up. That's something that you can do now. Reciprocating love, that is something that you can do now. You can get off this live and start giving love and commenting to people, through social media right now. And the last one about being authentic, you can start implementing that now. You can go live today. Most people won't. They'll put it off. But these are actually practical tips that you can implement that will make a difference in your business if you're consistent with it. You can't just do this for 5 minutes and then go, let me abbreviate it. I gave a piece of valuable content and I gave some love yesterday for half an hour, and I did 1 live last year. So I've been authentic, I've given some love, and I gave a valuable piece of content. So you're done. So that's your one-off. that's not going to help you grow a business on social media. So you do need to be consistent with those things as well. Okay, so how are we going? Comments, very awesome. Yes, always valuable, inspirational lady. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate you being here, girl, and always showing up, as many of you do. True gratitude for you guys. So I hope that gave you some little piece of information that you can go away and implement to help you build your business, on social media. So what's the time? Oh, the video would have already gone in the private Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. If you're not in that group, it's a free group. Get in that group. That video would have just been posted in there on how you create premiere videos. New feature on Facebook that you can use to build your business. Only available on business pages though, guys. I will stipulate that, but I go through all that detail on that video. It's only in my group. I'm not sort of supplying it here. So get into the group and watch that training. And then in 25 minutes, guys, those of you in my branding course, I will see you on the live Zoom call to talk about anything and everything to do with branding, content creation, fans and followers engagement, whatever you want to talk about. Christina, you've learnt everything from you. Oh, thank you, hun. That's a lovely comment. That means a lot to me, Christina. Thank you for such a lovely comment. So I will see you same time, same place tomorrow, guys. Catch you then. Bye.